Hey y'all, peace. I don't know if this thing's working or not. Having problems with the Hero 3 White there. It's September 25th. Just got back from a little ride on the old bike. First and only ride I've taken this year, and it was just a short little out and back. I might have went 6-8 miles. You know, just a big square out and back. Just to get it running. We've had some problems with the battery, and that was a brand new battery before it started doing all this sitting before the back surgery. So what we did today, I'm going to show you what we had going today. We got the door hung yesterday, and some issues with the original hinges here. These are ones, remember, we sandblasted and painted. They look great, right? But I believe this one, which was the rustier one of the two originally, was on the bottom. And you look at it, it doesn't, it looks like it's okay. It looks a little cockeyed. It doesn't sit right. I'm not really worried about the noise that it's making because I haven't put any lube on them yet. But you see what's going on. It looks like it's bent. It's sitting good and flat. We'll leave the door right where it's at. It's sitting good and flat. We did have a little issue with the tapping of the 1/8 inch sheet metal in there. The actual threads kind of stripped, and so what we did in the back here, we've had these things off so many times that we now have nuts on the back side, and on the bottom it's just a matter of reaching under. On the top there used to be a wooden panel that hid the wires on the inside, right? And it was, once we took that original panel off, it was just a matter of putting a couple nuts up there, and those are the original Torx bolts. I bought these stainless steel bolts because we don't want them to rust again, so we get rid of the Torx. We got Allen's, and just to be sure, obviously with this stripping of that 1/8 inch metal, all the metal in here is 1/8 inch. I took a hole saw and just kind of measured and popped through, and we put nylox. We impacted nylox on the top and the bottom down in here as well. Those, because they're closer to the ground, I made a little bit looser and pushed in there with some silicone sealer, right? So sealed them up in case any road water, because you can see light right down that little channel here. Is a metal channel here. Yeah, it's got a nylock on it. So anybody tries to just remove these screws, it might turn. They might get it to turn, but they'll never get it to come off because there's a nylock on the back side. So other than that, man, this door worked out really well. See, it get it kind of tight, which is exactly the way I wanted it, to latch and stay closed. The deadbolt works. I'm going to cut a piece of, I want to get a piece of stainless and just kind of round the edges off here and roll it over a little bit, put a drill and tap, put a couple little number 8 bevel or flathead screws in there just to hold it down. The little I don't know, where's it at? The little piece that they gave me to go in here is actually steps up. The depth of it isn't right. As you can see here, our little catch is already rubbing on there, and that's just from playing with it, trying to set it up yesterday. See, what I like is you really got to lean on it to get it to latch in there. That means it's sealed up real good. May put a handle or something, a big U-shaped handle in here for the wife, because after the car accident, her wrist, her arm, and up in through her soft tissue up in through here, not just muscle but ligaments and stuff. She has a displaced rib still. Been over a year now, and I had her over here and tried to get her to just pull on this handle and get it to click in like that, and she couldn't do it. So of course, first thing she does is she backs up and she tries to slam it, right? And I'm like, hey, don't do that. I'll put a big bus handle on here for you or something, a little handicap handle on there. But so there you go. She looks good. We're leaving the door aluminum to go with the motif, right? With these being aluminum. When we painted this side, we actually cleaned all the white paint off the little door, so it's all aluminum. So we have this little aluminum door thing going on, right? So after we get through with the front here, we're going to, like I said, we're going to use the truck bed coating that we used on the fenders on the diamond plate and probably the tongue, and then she'll be ready for next month. Heading off to the track and in style and doing our thing. I don't know if you can see this, but with the sun on here, the orange pearl is just pearly, the blue is all sparkly. When the sun was fully on it this afternoon, Rich looked at it and he said, you know, even though we know that this got screwed up and the clear isn't showroom quality smooth, and he said, man, that thing looks good. I said, I know it does. It's the whole polish the turd thing, right? Try polishing the turd sometime. It really is a satisfying effort once you get done. So there you go. Another step done here. I was hoping to be able to get back over to my house today and get the little bits and parts and pieces of the brake pedal welded on. I don't have a 1/4 by 1/4 inch hinge joint for the end of the brake rod, like I was explaining in that last video. So I'm gonna have to go find one. I think there's a hardware store up by my mom's old house, up in Utica. I think that Ace Hardware's really got a lot of cool stuff. They have riv nut tools, stuff that a normal Ace Hardware doesn't carry. They carry a lot of that stuff because there's a lot of hot rod guys up there, you know. So I'm pretty sure they have the Heim joints up there. I know we bought the 1032 by number 10 Heim joints up there for our old shift cables. So I'm pretty sure they probably have something. Maybe we don't want to get it at the hardware store unless it's a good name brand, right? I mean, we don't want just any old Heim joint. We want a good one. We don't want that Chinese pressed body. It's got to be a good carbon steel body with a good carbon steel ball in it and what have you. So, but once we get that, then we'll get to really get back on getting those pedals in place and getting the front end done and all that. Moving right along, right? I'll do 2A in just a minute and give you an update on the SwedeTech engine. But for the 25th and the trailer project action, she's coming along, guys. She's coming along. We're just about done. Godspeed. God bless. Hang in there. We're praying for you.